Hey guys, Sergeant Blankenship here. We're still in our active shooter series. The objective that we're hitting is priority of life. The majority of this principle-based system can really be all tied back to this priority of life. And if you start applying what you do on scene and you consider this priority of life, most of the decisions that you make, as long as you abide by this, are going to be correct, right? So let's talk about what are we prioritizing as far as this list goes. Number one is always going to be the hostage or personnel in these situations, right? So those personnel that are in these buildings that don't have the capability to secure themselves, we are prioritizing them over everything else, right? And that is going to tie into, hey, what are we willing to give up, right? Am I willing to give up another post meeting me at the entry point, or am I going to make entry by myself, right? I'm going to make entry by myself because I don't matter, the personnel or the hostage matters, right? So that's how we can start tying this into our decision-making process. So that's the hostage. We're looking at the second one, which is our buddy. Our buddy is takes priority over the team and over myself, right? So my decisions are going to be based on that principle. Then the team comes, and then myself. Now for us, what typically gets put in this priority of life, if you will, and I wouldn't even put it on here, but I'm starting to hear conversations about putting the resources within this priority of life chart as it relates to response to an active shooter. Those resources or those planes are not even in my scope of thought whenever I'm talking about prioritizing personnel, my buddy, my team, and myself. I'm not even putting this into my decision-making process, right? So be very careful with that. Be very careful with not putting this into your decision-making process. So for example, if you're post 5, what matters? The hostage or the resources? And I'm here to tell you that the personnel or the hostage matter significantly more than the resources. My buddy making entry into that building that a shooter might be in matters way more than the resources, right? My team, right? The team that is eventually going to go into that building and help with secondary sweeps and stuff, they matter more than the resources. And I would even say, hey, my self-preservation for the sake of my hostages matter more than the resources out there. Just a couple things to think about when we're talking about priority of life. If you guys have any questions, reach out to the training department. Thanks.